Massachusetts, the scene as we wrap up Week 5 on the 2024 PLL calendar and head to the All-Star break. First lineup powered by Ticketmaster.
Graham Hosick back in the lineup last week, did an Ajax lineup. Ajax Zapatello, another rookie, is really growing up, and he's flanked.
Official tonight is Josh Blaisdell. And when you talk about who's quickly becoming a veteran, and this should be a big-time battle all game long. Nardella comes into this game number 1 in the PLL and face off Whipsnakes to start this game.
You're good, Woody. Island. You're good,
That's Malone, 7 in black. Takes the shot, and right away,
Hold out.
Malone loses it, picks it up. Now he's under pressure.
Sit, drive
Back
him,
behind, X comes around, his defender falls down, hits the pipe. Loose ball in front, picked up by the Archers.
You know what? His freshman year, he was actually a teammate of Grant Amos.
Schreiber coming out of the box with authority. He shoots it wide on the run. Check by.
And then using his stick to get that ball dislodged.
Shot score by Amen. More of the same card.
Make it 9. 9 goals and shorties to the rack. This is the issue when you defend the Archers. You only have 4 pulls. Who are you gonna?
Whipsnakes on the board, and it's Zed Williams.
Kai, and he just pounds this bottom portion of the goal right between the legs.
Finds Amen coming out of the box. Amen again on the shorty. Gets to the middle of the field, thought about letting it rip, instead goes to the left and shoots it high.
He looks good, and I think a lot off of him.
Look at Levi put his shoulder into the defender there.
But he's capable. Dyson Williams saw him in the World Games last year attacking short sticks.
Malone last week, and he's on the board this week.
The Dobson high early in this quarter. The last 2, they snuck it low right between his legs.
The opening whistle against Denver. Fields looking for just a crease. Thought he had it there a little bit back to his left. Now he shoots, it's wide.
You see the way he manipulated.
Williams will put it in play.
You're good, Woody.
Finds Malone behind. Malone switches to his left, wide of the mark. Fields working a little 2-man game with LeClaire. Schreiber on the run, shoots. Krebs makes his 3rd save of the day.
Crease.
Krebs, second-year man out of Manhattan. Shot clock inside of 10 for Fields. Tough angle, scores anyways.
Talked about the way he manipulates. This is a fabulous move. They get the short stick matchup, and Puglisi now, who had a deal on.
Skip pass to LeClaire, he fires and scores!
Trey Beard in Westburg is better. 75% heading into the season. He hammers this. Such a good player. I'm so impressed, too, at how he's evolved into an all-around lacrosse player. In college, he was an offensive.
Moore takes the shot and scores. He needed that big time.
Different kind of celebration, right? You know you have a star in Matt Moore who's struggling. In Game 5, takes it up the hash.
Minutes on the season, so they'll go on long droughts, even like they did at the beginning of this game after Amen's goal to get the scoring started. Now they've scored 3 in less than a minute.
And they've struggled late in games, too.
But Moore, now he's on the board. You have LeClaire. You have Amen continuing to play hot. Here's LeClaire, too. They're going to give him a step down, and he makes him pay.
He's let 3 deep shots in a row in. I don't know if he's upset with himself. 3 saves only. And LeClaire, again, just hammers that shot.
On a pick. Now he gets the shorty matchup that he wants.
He wants to hold this matchup.
Gets his left hand free, and Krebs makes that save.
That was a big stop by Krebs.
Rambo with his head up finds Shannon Chuck coming out of the box. Anderson. The freight train coming upfield, but no match.
Spent a lot of that time out in the Whips defensive huddle, and it was actually the six-time All-Star Matthew Dunn leading the charge in the huddle. He said, we're actually playing good 6-on-6 defense. It's in between where the issues are.
Institution box, so to Dunn's point, spot on.
Ambler, a little miscommunication with the Rook Williams. Bouncer scores! Jake Bernhardt, his first of the year.
They needed a run. Utah staring down an elite goaltender. Why not use the turf? And I think he uses a screen there.
Shannon Chuck. Down the alley, he'll shoot on the run. The bouncer steered aside by Dobson. One thing I've noticed about the captain, Tom Schreiber, is he's such a cool cat. Look at that pass. Oh, it almost went in too.
He's incredible sportsmanship. Every single time he steps on the field, he's got respect for the game, his opponents.
That time, Kevin Winkoff pings it off the top. Zed, GLE. Rolls in, got a free spot. Can't beat Dobson though. How did he make that save?
Things turning into one of those guys that doesn't matter how big the defender is, they couple their size and strength with also their ability to find ways to get through a defender.
Ouch! Back O'Keefe from.
Somehow he makes this stop, and then the quick pass into the quick shot. What I switch was able to stick through that matchup, getting through the picks.
Winkoff, good look inside. Man, Dobson comes with
work because Dyson Williams is one of the top scorers in NCAA history with over 200 goals at Duke. And he's such an incredible finisher.
Zed Williams out of the box, and Dobson.
One. Sit down,
Shot score by Utah. And that is another one for Matt Moore. That's 2 on the day. Came into this
Starts to make his presence felt. Tonight in Boston looks like it's the night.
If you look right now, Brett Dobson saved 73% of shots that have come his way on the season, 59%. So they're hoping for a regression to the mean and see if things can tighten up here on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Dobson's been sick as he makes another save. He's been of course, helped Utah to their first PLL championship last year.
Oh,
that's going to be a flag, yeah. And still the Fields over his shoulder. Doesn't wait.
The Magic. Drop. It looks like he's toast here after the hold on Puglisi. But right there is the seam. That kind of
sizing up his defender, the veteran Jake Bernhardt. Rolls under his defender, the shot clock winding down.
Listening to Coach Bates, and for Coach Stagnino, he said, let's get physical. Stay physical. They believe they're still in this game, and there's one to chip away.
Getting the back of the net. Got to chip away at this deficit here, and that'll help.
Scenario. There's TJ Malone. I mentioned off the top, he's been the quarterback.
Chuck said X wants to get it to Williams, and he does. Now advantage Williams. He gets it back to Shannon Chuck. Up top, Anderson has a great look and scores. It wasn't going the way they planned, whatever they planned, Clark, but then all of a sudden, it got into 24 stick, and he was wide open.
I was going to space dodge. He catches the ball here, and he sees the approach of the...
Just a handful of seconds. Bond's going to have to let it rip. Avoids the defender. He's going to have a good look and scores! Get left on the clock. What presence of mind by Piper Bond to not take the two.
Not defending the transition play with Piper Bond, who goes from defense to offense.
He's looking for a pick. Uses it, now he has the shorty on him. Swims, double team comes, tried to get a shot off. Not much on that shot and a lot of traffic in front of the net. Get under the defender, instead behind the cage, now back around to Anderson. Anderson again looking for that pick. stepping upfield and scoring the goal is pushed from one Canadian to the other. And Adam Poitras, I tell you what, that was a great move by him.
Talent out of Loyola, where he had a stellar senior season. See that little plant foot, how he gets the defender to alphas in terms of dodging and going after defenders.
Schreiber back up top. A shot, score, O'Keefe.
I think they're getting to Krebs a little bit here, which is and shoots through contact here, and this time he does. It's a really nice shot.
Feeds it on the wing. The shot goes too high. Connect with him, but now he stays with it. Inside. O'Keefe's going to have to make something happen. One-handed. Shot over the top, didn't get through.
You saw to have this as the best draft because of how the stars are O'Neill and Schellenberger and Kavanaugh. But it's the depth of this draft that's really standing out. Make it, take it.
Anderson puts his shoulder into the defender. Rambo gets a better angle, scores one of them.
This is actually the first power play of the season for the men. Philadelphia native, Maryland star, Matt Rambo. Just with the doctor order.
That's Malone up top. Chanachuk thought about stepping in, instead gets it back to Malone. Got Anderson in the middle. Here's Chanachuk, shoots just wide.
See that? I mean, that's...
Now you got Poitras in the middle, 51. Zed, save, rebound, scores. Right place, right time for TJ Malone.
Find a way, it doesn't matter. Look at this first stop by Dobson though. Zed Williams hammers this. Uses his upper body to make the stop. About weights, right?
I think it's the other way around, but I like your way of thinking.
There he is, here he is. Watch him, watch him.
One-handed between the legs and scores!
Oh, gosh! Stop the madness! This thing has gas.
Look where he put it.
In the top shelf.
They start to feel it, the magic, and they start to become even more creative. Another one. See, now the team is feeling it. They're Dyson Williams, his first professional goal.
As Grant Ament hugs him, he smells the opportunity to backdoor the defense.
Teammate. Here comes Patterson and the Archers. Shot, score! Keith. And like we saw with New York last night, when this team gets...
Now with two unassisted goals, too. You talk about O'Keefe being a standstill finish.
TJ's got his defender hung up, looking for a cutter. He's looking to come upfield. Absorbs the contact. Shoots with the jump shot with the left, just wide.
You hear how vocal Dobson?
The field, 7 seconds left. Anderson, will he get an opportunity here? He will. He dishes it off to Rambo.
Why
and
did he pass that? I thought he had the lane.
Another opportunity that they couldn't capitalize on with a wide open shooter. And O'Keefe might make him pay. Beautiful move, got open, but Perler makes the save, and O'Keefe puts back in his own rebound, and it's good. I gotta see this again, Clark, just to make sure he did not end up in the crease before that ball crossed the line.
Oh, this is a gorgeous move. Big, swooping face dodge with the follow-up. I don't see them overturning this.
No, if this player continues to play well, if that player continues to, it adds to the riddle that the defense now has to solve. Fieldsy, inside, scores. Around the net, and it continues.
In the dramatic shots, this is just him timing the push, time the push, time the push. I've said it multiple times. That's when they're going to get you.
Whips with a bit of a reprieve after that review. Inside. Yeah, you're not going to stop Williams on that shot by Levi Anderson. Finding Zed in the middle.
this crease presence and avoiding the circle. Saw 2 plays being reviewed. How about the
Feasible power play last time. And it gave him some hope. Now in the fourth quarter, can they get more? Chanenchuk inside.
Oh, that's great ball movement.
Zed finishes. Okay, Carter.
Decide to crash the crease and go on Patra. The bottom corner is wide open.
Schreiber gets it back to Amen. Quickly to O'Keefe. Good ball movement by the Archers. Bernlohr, those Stones Fields. Malone now gets a pick, so he's got Piper Bond on him. Can he take advantage of the short stick matchup? Bond is a big physical presence. Malone in all kinds of trouble, but Zed scores! Williams in front, and once again, 36 camps out in front. Gets a great opportunity, and the Whips are
getting teammates involved. Joe Nardella's on the back end of this.
Stay high! Stay high! Underneath! Robin!
Schreiber. 2-point shot, too high.
15 goals.
Archer's trying to shoot the dagger. That might be it.
I think so, Cotter. I think that's it, because it could have been a 2-possession game, and the Whips have some guys that can. Trey LeClaire goes to the rack, fights through pressure, and that could.
Coming off a 14-9 loss to the Cannons, dropping the record to 2-2. But as the horn sounds here in Cambridge, add win number 3 to the. Heading into the All-Star break with a little momentum. Back atop the Western Conference. Lina and +2 in the all-important scoring differential. Maryland, meanwhile, drops to 2-3.